iPad set up. I think I am all caught up on slips. Oh, here we go. There's Nate, Dennis, Kevin, Marco. Fellas, welcome, welcome. We just gonna have just a shop working probably a couple of hours. I got a couple of projects we're gonna work on. There's brother Jim. What's up, Jim? Got some leather experiments. I've been researching it, but maybe a little leather experiment. Picked up another little thing I'm gonna turn into a knife display. We'll work on that, and then we're gonna work on a knife. Actually, I hadn't worked on a knife in a bit, so well, Dennis, I just keep us on the phone, brother, and we'll talk you through everything we're doing. Just be careful driving to the house. Oh. What are the green? I wonder if that green is the membership thing. I don't know. Well, there's Brother Chuck. Merry Christmas, Brother Chuck. I'm gonna make sure my boy is seen today. You know what's coming up, all you Alabama fans. Nah, I'm just playing. That game's gonna go either way, I think. I haven't watched enough football this year to tell you which way it's gonna go, to be honest. I know both of them are kind of playing good ball if they show up. So I don't know. Happy Boxing Day, Kayla. That is right. Forgot it's Boxing Day in the Canadas today. All right. We want to work on a knife display. Do we want to see about our leather experiment? We're going to work on the knife last, but what y'all want to do first? I've took a couple of days off. I'm raring to go. The leather thing won't take long because I'm just testing. So support Palestine. Not getting into who I support and who I don't support. So, but thank you for showing up and watching. Hit that like button. Display. All right. Well, I was cruising the old Facebook Marketplace. Actually, day before Christmas, and this popped up, and this is a drawer organizer for like silverware. And I've got one of these hanging. Joey King, what's up, brother? I got one of these hanging up in my bedroom that's got all my Frontiers on it. And so I found this. This is like $5. Perfect little knife display. So what I'm going to do is go in and nail the side pieces and then put hangers on it, probably like that. Put hangers on it, and then it'll just hang on the wall. And then you can put, knives, and I think that might be a good place for like a folding hunter or some sort of fixed blade or something. And being that I am kind of running out of room in my case display in the living room, I'm gonna hang this next to it. It's kind of like an overflow, because that's a 2-shelf display, and it's actual case knife display. The top shelf, I've got all my vintage stuff, and then the bottom's got my amber bone collection and my yellow Delrin. And I've got enough amber bone. I may put the amber bone in this and then kind of spread out everything else into the bottom. I don't know. So, I think, actually, you know what? I've got clear glue. This one's loose down there on the bottom. So I'm thinking, I can't even get it apart to get glue in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nail it. I've got a little picture framing hanging, picture frame hanging kit. No, there won't be any lights in this one, unfortunately. There's really no way to... I had thought about, because I'm weird like this, is putting a back on it and then spacing it out and then putting lights on the back so it would glow out of the backside, but that's just a little too much. I am going to do... get what you pay for. That fixed blade sheath I bought has a slight cut in the belt loop. I need to get over to you for noon. It should be... Yeah, Joey, just let me know, brother. Either we can make you one, or I can fix what you got, or whatever. But yeah, just get with me on that. Just set in knives or magnets. The one I've got in my room that's like this, I've just got them sitting in there, and they're caddy cornered at an angle so I can get them all in there. So I've had pretty decent luck with that. So I'm just going to, you know, until it doesn't work, that's what I'm going to do. So let's see here. Get some of these little bitty nails out. I don't need much. Probably just 2 or 3. Then we'll put some little hangers on it. And then go from there. I want to get a couple of anvils though for my big display in the living room to put in there. And they don't have to be those fancy ones with the case logo or anything like that, but just something. Just a little extra something. And I see them all the time in the antique shops, and I've just never... And that's usually... I'm always looking for something else when I see them, so... Where are my needle nose? I think I put them up. I did do a little cleaning up. For those of y'all that are watching, if you are a... avid watcher of the channel, I now have memberships available. And it's pretty simple. It's $5 a month. And every month we're going to be doing a giveaway for, it could be anything from a knife that I have hunted and cleaned up and restored to a custom knife, could be some leather work, could be flashlights. I mean, any kind of EDC, knives, knife related, just depends. So for $5 a month, you know, you're automatically entered in for it. It's a little... I have found that it's a little wonky getting to it from your mobile device, unless it's an Android, apparently. If it's an Android, then apparently it's pretty easy. Apple's a little different. But yeah, pretty, Jason Beecher, what's up, brother? But it's going to be pretty nice. The first giveaway probably won't be till February. And that's really just to give enough time to get some members in. But I mean, there's going to be a giveaway regardless if there's 1 member or 100 members. So... And it's going to be like that every month. Doesn't matter how many members are in there, there's going to be a giveaway. And it'll be a giveaway on a live chat that only members can be involved in and all that. Oh, dang. Hey, Billy. How you doing, Brother Billy? Brother Patrick. I am basically turning a drawer organizer into a knife display. I've done this before, and I've run out of room on the displays that I have, kinda. So found this on Marketplace, and I'm gonna turn it into a knife display. Give me a second and I'll sit back down. It needed a few nails to kind of hold these slats in and kind of give it a little reinforcement too. So this is my cheap, inexpensive, low buck DIY, whatever you want to call it, knife display. So this is just a silverware drawer organizer. You can get them. You can get acrylic ones. You can get wood ones. The first one I found at the Goodwill for like $4, and it's not as nice as this one. This one's got dovetail joints and stuff on it. But I found this one on Marketplace for $5, and then so that's what I'm going to do. I just need to do a little reinforcement, and so now we're going to put the hangers on it, and then I'll take it in at some point and hang it, and I'll post pictures of it on Instagram, and that'll be the other thing too that'll come with the channel membership. Yeah, the channel membership as it grows is, there'll be videos and stuff that only the members will have access to. So I think I said I was going to do, yeah, I'm going to do it like this. So it'll evolve and grow. Yeah, Patrick, for sure. I kind of feel the same way. It'd almost be neat to do it like it comes in a kit, like you see it all over Amazon and stuff, where it's just been like thin wood laser cut out, and then you just kind of assemble it like IKEA. That's an idea too. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be all sorts of cool stuff with the channel membership as it grows and evolves. And, once the merchandise part happens, which I'm working on that as we speak, you'll have early access to new merchandise, discounts on merchandise, stuff like that. So for $5, it's going to be a pretty good thing, I think. And I was about, when I found this, I was just about to make one out of pallet wood, basically the same thing, but I found these and I'm like, ooh, I'll just do that. So, yeah. And then after this, we're going to do our little leather experiment. I don't know if it's something I've never done. I've seen it done. I've read a bunch of articles on it, and I wanted to try it. Basically, it's a vinegaroon for leather. You can do it on wood, and it kind of ebonizes wood, turns wood black, and it's a chemical reaction, not like a stain. With the leather, it reacts with the tannins from the tanning process and turns the leather. Depending on the leather, it'll turn it gray, it'll turn it black, some shades of purple. Junior Knife Doctor, welcome. Junior Knife Collector, welcome. All right, well, that's that. A little do-it-yourself knife display. I'm gonna hang it up. I still feel like it's got a rattle somewhere, but that's tight. Oh, those are loose, but I ain't got no way to get in there, I don't think. Could probably do a little glue, maybe. We'll see how it goes. It'll probably be all right. But yeah, that's it. Put the hangers on it. I'll just hang it on the wall, and it'll be fine. Who needs glasses? If Jason, if you're talking to me, I've got contacts in, brother. So I don't know, but shit. All right, so let's get into this. I've got glasses on, brother. I've got glasses on. I've got contacts in, but if you're talking about safety glasses, I got them right here too. So So what I have in here in this jar is, it's called a vinegaroon. It's basically white vinegar and steel wool, and it's been in here for 48 hours, I think. So I've got a little piece of leather. It's the same leather as I'm doing this slip. This slip's going to be done like this once all this is set and done. But this is the same leather, so I'm just going to dip it in there, see how it goes. Get a paper towel. Because if it works, I mean, it'll work. I just want to see how dark it gets. And if it doesn't get dark enough, then I'll let it ride for a little longer. And and then also when we do this, I got to make a neutralizing solution out of water and baking soda to neutralize it, because vinegar is kind of an acid. So it stinks. Smells like vinegar. Let me make a thinner strip. So leather, just plain old veg tan. So it's already kind of turning it. I think it's going to need to sit a little longer, because the stuff that I've seen that other guys do, I actually picked this up from Road Agent. Is it Road Agent Leatherworks? And his is almost instantaneous, but I think he just keeps adding vinegar and steel wool to it. So, but it kind of turned it. I mean, it's wet, but it's also kind of turned it. So I think I'm gonna let that sit. Stinks. And that'll probably continue to turn dark as well. So, but yeah, look it up. It's vinegaroon. I've seen it on a couple of bushcraft forums, because a lot of the bushcraft guys were doing it for their leather work. And then, like I said, I picked it up from Road Agent Leatherworks, and he was doing like pistol holsters and stuff like that. So, yeah, God, it stinks. I hate the way vinegar smells. Excuse me. All right. So our knife project for today is this really sweet trapper. This is from Bubba's EDC. Kind of a new kid on the block. Just recently started up, I think, last month. I think his channel started last month or the month before. Yeah, until you neutralize it, it'll continue to change. So I'm just gonna let it ride, and then maybe tomorrow's Friday or Saturday, we'll try it again. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's still getting dark. But yeah, until you neutralize it, it'll keep changing. So we'll see. It's all playing. So this is a 1998 case 54 pattern trapper, so full-size trapper. And stainless steel, but it's that real nice, pretty bone that Case did. That, I mean, I don't care what the new stuff that all the kids are collecting now is, but you can't get any better than the pretty bone. That's just my opinion. You can fight me if you want. I don't care. So the issue with this is the spay blade is, let's see if I can get back here. Y'all can see it. So down at the tip, it's been bent, and it's wavy. So I told him what I would do is I'm just gonna basically reshape that tip a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring that top, not bevel, but whatever this is, we'll bring it down so the tip's not poking up above the cover right there. I broke my nail. And then we will 49 in here and 11 likes. Let's fix it. Yeah, y'all hit that like button for me if you don't mind. It helps promote the video once it goes into recorded. But there's Matt from Knife Crazy. What's up, brother? So let's get the belt grinder set up, and we will get into that. Won't take very long. And then what we're gonna do is get a good clean. I think he already cleaned the channels. He did. He's done a light cleaning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in and try to get the scratches out the best we can out of the blades just from use, and it still has the etching in it, and I really don't want to get rid of that etching if we don't have to. I wish Bubba was in here, but it says tested XX razor edge, so I think what I may do is just clean it and see if he said, because I thought about polishing it out, but I do like that matte finish. I just want to kind of even it out, kind of get rid of some of the scratches. I need to get a, I don't think I can get the belt for this little 1x30, but I know you can get the 2x40s and 42 belt sanders that, that'll actually make that on the blades. I think it's actually called like a blade conditioner is what it's called. Name is Tyson. You can. So let's see what we got here. We can get a better view. Straighten Bowie knife. Greg, if it was my own, I probably would, but I don't really. I'd hate to get into a straightening process and then it breaks or makes it worse. So as of right now, Greg, I do not. I've got a couple of my personal knives that I am going to try to straighten out, and then we'll see how that goes. But I don't really want to straighten anybody else's out until I get it kind of somewhat figured out, if that makes sense. So, Brother Sean in the house. Watch City Knives. But Greg, maybe sometime in the future, that may be something that may be able to work on, get into those kind of repairs. So we'll see. Safety glasses. Let me get a little drink from my boy. We'll get into it. The only thing I don't have is water. I don't think I'll need it, but you never know. So let me run in the house real quick, get a little bit of water. All right, water, just in case I need it. SC Knife Monkey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. So let's get into this. I'm gonna try not to take out as much as I can. And the other thing is about reshaping the tip on this one is that nail nick is just about too low. So I don't want to get into the kick at all. And the kick's never been touched on this knife. So I'll just have to work that tip to keep it underneath the handle right there. So that's all it's going to take. So now all I got to do is reset that bevel at the tip. We're also not above the covers, so don't have to get into that kick or anything. Make sure we got a good even bevel on both sides. I think that's it. The rest of it we can do on the stones when we sharpen. So here we go. There it is. I don't know, I'd like to think if you didn't know that's been touched, you wouldn't know. So I know that it looks like the tip's probably got maybe a little bit more sweet. Not as much belly as it would have been from the factory, but it is what it is. But now it's all straight. Actually, you know what? I don't think that bevel on one side's not the same. Charlie Cook, welcome, brother. Hope you're doing all right today. There we go. A lot better. Put the side one more time. I think that's it. I think that's all we need. So, there she is. Got a good even bevel. There's a burr. There's that. Let me see. Flip it over that way. Got a good, y'all can see it's got a good even bevel on both sides. So let's get into where it is. Actually, I need to round off or soften up the edge on that spay just a little bit. Want it to be as close to what factory would have been. The factory, either it wasn't a hard edge from the factory, or it's just softened up over time. So let's get into some of our dremel stuff. Trying to clean up a little bit, but y'all know how it is around here. All right, Justin. I think if somebody goes to the mailbox and gets it, or we'll go down after the mail runs, I have a birthier knife in the mailbox today. Super excited about that. So what I have found is sometimes you can wire wheel these stainless blades that aren't mirror polished, that have that grind line. Sometimes you can wire wheel them and get them to make a kind of the same texture and kind of either take out or somewhat hide scratches. I don't know if it's going to show up, but it's got scratches. I mean, it's just from use. Oh, Dakota Marlowe's in the house. You know what we had done? We ain't done no pocket drop today, or pocket dump. Let's see what I'm toting on today. I got a few things. Got a knife crazy slip today. Just happened to be what I grabbed this morning. Also, it kind of matches the knife that's in it. So this is just a navy blue Sodbuster Junior stainless steel. She is the unmolested version. It does not have half stops. The tip's not reprofiled or anything like that. Doesn't say it's not going to happen, but you never know. So I may end up having to take this one apart for an upcoming venture, so to say. So that's in that pocket, my left pocket. We'll just go over knives. I'm not going to take everything out. Got the old Stormtrooper. I guess you can call it a modern. That Walmart Ozark Trail $5 knife. This thing right here, I thought the orange one was good. This one's a lot better. Show us how to file sharpen. I'm not going to file sharpen on the project today, but I do have some axes that we are going to get into at some point. Got a couple of heads that we're going to redo, and then when I do those, then we'll get into file sharpening. So that is my modern. I don't have a lot of moderns. I'm more of a traditional guy, but I do for like work purposes. I like to have something I can open with one hand pretty quick. Open and close with one hand pretty quick. So carry that. And then I'm gonna have to stand up and show you this. So got a new knife sheath. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let's see here. Bring it down. This is a belt sheath. This is from Mr. Dakota Marlowe. I actually commissioned him to do this. We actually had a trade that we were working on, and so in this is a Case Hammerhead, 1987 Case Hammerhead. And I got this a couple of weeks ago at a pawn shop for, I bought 3 knives for, I think it ended up being like 90 bucks or something. No, it was 100. I got this, I got a 71 Sodbuster and a early 70s, late 60s Schrade Muskrat. And this was one of them, and I wanted to carry it. I needed a sheath. And me and Dakota were working up a little trade on some other stuff, and I said, hey, make me a belt sheath for this, and by God, knocked it out of the park. So y'all need any leather work, any crazy custom stuff, Dakota is the man. You give him an idea, you let him run with it, and you will not be disappointed. Promise you that. Dakota, I love it. It has been on my belt since I got it, I told you. And that's not the only knife I've carried in it. I've carried a 110, a large Frontier lock back. It holds a lot of stuff, so it worked out really, really good. All right, let me quit gushing over Dakota. Y'all be seeing my feelings and stuff. So do a wire wheel. And this is a steel wire wheel. Usually I tell people do not put steel wire wheels onto blades. But since this one has that brushed finish, it will, it'll work out. So actually gonna do my new vise. This has been a godsend of a tool, an add to the shop. The only thing I've used it for so far is stitch and leather work. I need to get a pony really bad. Probably just make one. Probably what's going to end up happening. This is one of those like 3-axis things from Harbor Freight. I think I had a gift card, and I think I had a $20 gift card, and I think I put like $7 with it, and it works great. For $7, you can't beat that. I don't think. So, let's get started on the spay blade. Need to get some soft jaws that fit this little thing at some point. For right now, we're just going to clamp it like she is. If she'll clamp, she may not. You know what? I can probably hold this a lot better. Now you sound, I don't want a pony. God dang. Tyler McLeod. That kind of took them out. Like I said, I don't know that I want to get into the I need my light around here. I don't want to get into that matte finish, but it kind of softened up those scratches a little bit. So we'll just continue on. Let me stew on that for a little bit about what I want to. So I'm not real happy with that. I think the only way we're going to get them out is to sand it. And I don't know that I want to go down that route with this knife. But it did kind of diminish the scratches a little bit. And I think what we'll do is when we get to polishing, we'll run a polish over it. Got an old vise and sewed a piece of leather together. Yeah, Charlie, I'm probably going to end up doing that because it is such a small vise. Probably just make me a little something, especially now that I got half a daggum cow of leather that I accidentally ordered. So I have plenty of leather. I say accidentally. I'm glad I ordered it because now I don't need any leather for a while. All right, let's see here. Probably need to sand these bolsters. I'm gonna have to find my sanding pads. So they are not on this workstation. About time for some new one of these. These have been great. Got these at Home Depot. I got 1,000 and a 1,200 grit. They have been nice, especially for bolsters. Oh yeah, Brother Louie, welcome. They're real good for bolsters because it gives, and it's not real toothy either. I mean, they're also wore out 1,000 and 1,200 sanding pads, so. And with the nickel silver bolsters, you don't need a bunch. So you're not going to chew your bone up. You're not going to, you know, anything like that. It don't take much. You just back and forth. That took all the scratches out for the most part. At the end of the day, it's still, you know, almost 30-year-old knife, so this will be a nice user if he so chooses, which I would carry it in a heartbeat. I'm on the hunt for a nice 83 trapper and some kind of bone. Ooh, Tyler. I saw one the other day on eBay, and it was a brown bone 83. It was stainless, though. Dadgum. I broke a big old chunk out of my nail. All knife people are hell on their nails, aren't they? Usually have nail clippers, but they are inside. So there's our bolster. This is our pivot side of the bolster. It's got a really nice even matte finish on those. And this is all stainless. There's no brass liners or anything. So, you know, in doing these, you just kind of rock it back and forth. You know, we're not in a rush. You see, now that we've sanded it, you can pick up the pivot pin a little bit. And at this point, if you were, and we're going to sand all the way through and flatten that all back out. So when we polish, it's nice and smooth. But you can see, before you couldn't see it because everything was kind of an even finish between the top of the pin of the head and the bolster. So now that the bolster has a matte finish and then that pin's got a different one, you can tell there's a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little 600 grit, nothing crazy, and I'm not even going to fold it because I want my thumb to be the sponge. And let's go back and forth over that area. See, we're just now starting to touch the top of that pin, just a little bit down on this side of the bolster. So we'll just continue on. Like I said, we're not in a hurry. And matter of fact, where is I need to get this mounted somewhere where we can see it during the lives. Found this at a gas station the other day. I'm not an expert, but I have watched a YouTube video. I am now the YouTube video that you watch. So I'm just going to do a little oil, and that'll help keep the sandpaper cleaned out. Almost like wet sanding a car. You know, you don't dry sand it, you wet sand it. And that's more to keep the grit out of the paper and making more scratches. And sometimes I'll take this little fine dental pick. You can kind of scratch over it. You can still feel it. So until I can't feel it, we will continue on with what we're doing. Like I said, we're not in a hurry. For anybody new joining us in the chat, or if you're just watching, we have channel memberships available now. And basically what you'll get for your $5 a month is a chance to win anything from a custom knife to custom leather work, a little bit of both. It just depends on what we've got. It could be something I've hunted and restored, and or something I have found customized, something I've bought and customized. Could be anything. Could be, a crazy flashlight. It could be any kind of EDC items, but mainly it'll be knife giveaways. And I'm not talking, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm not talking like Rough Riders or Rose Crafts or anything like that. Some custom cases, who knows? I've already got stuff lined up for that. And I think the first giveaway for members is going to be probably at the beginning of February. That'll give us January to get some members built up. And it don't matter if I've got 1 or 1,000, there's a giveaway. So, and also the members will be able to watch throughout that month on, if it's a custom, you'll be able to watch throughout the month of that custom being made. I'll do some videos throughout the month that only the members will have access to. So it'll be pretty cool, I think. I mean, $5 chance to win a custom knife, custom leather work, really anything you're going to get. It's definitely worth the $5 a month. So, so yeah, y'all go check that out. If you're on a desktop, it's real easy. You just click on the link on the so where you subscribe. I think on a desktop, when you go to the home page, it'll say the subscribe button and then join, and then you click on that join and then just go from there. So should be pretty good. Be a lot of fun, and it's going to evolve. There'll be different things. May eventually get into different levels of membership. I don't know. It's just something to kind of help support the channel. And see, we're almost there. Let me change this light. Nope. Maybe that'll help. You can just see it's almost like a crescent moon down there. We're almost there. So a little more oil. I'm not trying to get rich or anything like that. Just a little something to help support the channel, make some better content, stuff like that. So, but there'll still be live videos for people that aren't members or whatever. We'll still do that. There'll still be milestone giveaways. Like there'll be a giveaway at 1,500 viewers or 1,500 subscribers, another one at 2. So there'll still be those for everybody, for non-members. There's still going to be good stuff. Yeah, get rich and y'all can all bum money. Don't think I'm going to get rich from the YouTubes. That's for sure, Todd. God dang. See you, Nate. Glad you could show up, hang out for a little bit. Y'all be safe on the way to Virginia. All right, so that pin is completely sanded smooth and flat. So what we will do is move on to a little bit of 1000 grit on. I'm going to put the 1000 grit on the pad to give us that little bit of cushion, and then we will go on. We'll just go straight to the pad after that. So let me go back and watch. Gas money. Yep, gas money. Kevin, that's for sure. And I've got a pretty fuel efficient vehicle. I've got one of those a new. Well, I mean it's a 24, a little Trailblazer that's got a little turbo 4-cylinder. So, but I mean, hell, that still adds up. And even that car was out of a necessity because the one I had before that was needed an engine. So I was like, well, let's get something new. All right, so we are sanded to a wore out 1000 grit on that bolster. All right, so sanded all nice and smooth. That pin is not there anymore. So we are good to go and move on to this next bolster. So I'm thinking maybe sometime this month, I'm gonna do a side-by-side live with another YouTuber, and we are going to kind of clean a knife. He's gonna clean one, and I'm gonna clean one all at the same time, and might even be maybe the same kind of knife. I don't know, but it has been talked about, and I hadn't forgotten about it. And it's something I definitely want to do. So I think that would be pretty neat. So definitely get that. I need to start getting that in the works. All right, let's see here. Nah, I don't want to make it a competition, more of just two guys working together. All right, so we are all sanded. The bolsters are all even. The back springs are all good. So let's get into some polishing. So we are going to start with our green compound right there, and then we'll move into our mothers. Actually, I need to clean this wheel out. Oh yeah, Tyler, definitely. That would be pretty cool. And the other thing is, the fella that we're going to do this with is in a different country. So that's going to be even cooler. Language barrier may be a little off, but we'll get it figured out. Give us random advice. Abu, it just depends on what the advice is about. long as you keep it respectful, and you know, I'm okay with giving some advice. I'm not perfect, but you know, this is an open forum. You know, if I can't, maybe somebody in the chat can, or something. But just be respectful about it. Yeah, keep it nice. Todd, god dang. Get these blades out of the way. So I don't want to hit them and give them a polished spots on them. Kevin. Ain't none of us perfect, brother. You know that. All I'm doing is just putting a little bit of tape around these blades, more or less to protect myself, because I will slice myself open. That is a fact. Let's look at, oh, see, look, there's that vinegar solution. It's turned us a little bit purpley, maybe a little bit of black. I think I got dirt on my face. Yeah, I did. So that's kind of what we're working with. I'm gonna let that run another day or two. But it'll wear and patina really cool too. So we'll see. We'll let it run some more and we'll go from there. All right, back to polishing. All I'm doing is just working on this back area, the butt end, these back bolsters. Not running my Dremel very high. Just taking my time. Emma Geary. Welcome, welcome. You enjoying your time off? Time off from school for Christmas break? What's the little green thing? Tyler, are you talking about this? This is just some polishing compound. It's like a jeweler's rouge. It's just the green color. I think it's like a, I've got three. There's a gray, a brown, and a green. And the green is I guess the softest. Doesn't cut as hard. But yeah, that's what that is. And this is the last. The stick started out like that. I've had this one forever, so. Oh, that's cool, Todd. I'm excited to see that, brother. Yeah, I passed up a case amber bone Stockman at the Ellaville show that had a bird hook on it, and stupid me balked on it, and then when I went back to get it, it was gone. I should have just got it right off the bat. Good, Emma. Glad to hear. All right, so I've gotten this part. This is all polished out. The backside's polished. I've got one bolster, well, not polished, but the initial polishing cut done with the green compound. Oh, Robert, sorry. I get distracted and forget to put them back on, so I appreciate that. So there you go. Save your glasses. I need to get some new ones. These are scratched and scuffed up pretty bad. All right. There is the other bolster. Swipe it off. We'll show you what we're working with, and we'll go from there. So there's our initial pass. Got a good luster. The camera doesn't really pick it up well, but you can still see some haziness, and the mothers and the soft paddle will finish that out. So I've got the two bolsters on the back end. I've got this all polished out, and I've got that part polished out. So let's work on our back springs right here, and then we'll close it all up and work on the back springs, the back of these bolsters, and I'll work on this part here, and then we'll fold everything up and work on the end and then the sides, and then we'll move into the mothers and the softer pad, and we'll sharpen it. We'll be done. Chuck, what you want for Remington? Is Chuck still in here? I've got another, speaking of Chuck, I've got a knife in from him that I am replacing the pivot pin for, and I had to order some pivot pin material, so I didn't have any big enough. So once that's in, that'll be another project that we'll work on. And it's easy, it's just replacing the pin. We'll give her we're gonna run her through the spa treatment. Get her looking nice and fancy. So that's our initial cut on the back spring. Got a good sheen to it. So we'll get the top of the bolsters here, then we'll fold everything up and do the sides and the tip. Yeah, Robert, I probably next time I go to Harbor Freight, I'll pick up some. I think they've actually, if you go, I don't know what part of the world you're in. I don't know if you're in the States or whatever, but Lowe's and Home Depot have the real big ones that go over your prescription glasses. So I used to have to wear them when I was still doing electrical work before I got contacts. And also like supply houses, whether it's electrical or plumbing, usually all have stuff like that as well. So you might want to check that out. Let's close these blades back up. Oh, baby, you want to come out and join us?
Yeah.
We're on a live.
Here's your cup.
Oh, thank you. Did you enjoy your Dr. Pepper?
Yes, it was very, very good.
Good. Watch out now.
What are you doing?
Polishing a knife, cleaning it up.
Oh.
So it was pretty. It's an older knife. This is from like 1997. So so that's what they started out as, and that's where we're at now.
Okay.
And then I'll go back in and polish more. That's just with this one, and then I'll polish with this soft one and that stuff. Polishes out real nice. So then we'll polish all this bone and stuff. It'll look pretty good.
Yeah, Mom said we might go to Aldi's.
Aldi's.
I know.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the grocery store. Yeah, Jason Granger's got them too. If you've got a Granger, say spa treatment. Never been had. Worked on a few. Howdy. Oh, what up? Splitting slices. I was just reading your comment. I got sidetracked. My bonus baby come out here. My bonus baby. Might as well just call her my daughter. Daggum.
Call him my dad.
I know.
My dad.
We all family. So.
All family up in here.
Yep. Anyways, let's get back on to polishing.
Hold out here.
All right.
Love you.
Love you. I'll be done in a minute. Oh, Byron, that's Tori. Sometimes she's actually in the chat. If she's not here, and she can get in. She's usually in Georgia. She's here for the holidays. So. Yeah, it's nice that she can be here for the holidays. That's for sure. We enjoy having her here and miss her when she's not. So, I hope this Dremel's not too loud, guys. I haven't had my cordless one plugged in, and I know it's dead. What about you, Greg? Welcome to the chat. All right, I think that's got us good through on that polishing compound. Yeah, that looks good. Looking good. All right, let's switch our polishing pads out. And these are, you know what I probably need to do? I probably need to go in and link all of the stuff that I use so I can say, hey, these are the polishing pads that are down, you know, look in the description below. But I got to get my old archaic laptop out and all that to do that, because you can't do it from the mobile. You got to do it from your laptop. So I think I'll look into it. Man, I'm in the deer woods with one earbud in and 20. I can't even hear the Dremel. Oh, good, Charlie. I'm glad. Hopefully you able to get you something today. I dearly, dearly miss hunting. I don't really have anywhere to go here anymore. Public land, but public land is so sketchy. I've had some bad experiences, some near misses, and I just don't go. And I'm more of a turkey hunter anyways. I like sitting down in the bush and waiting on them. Not to say I don't deer hunt, but turkey hunting's my jam. So this is just Mother's. If you've been on here before, you've seen it. This is just Mother's aluminum mag and aluminum wheel polish. And I literally do everything with this. The bone, the metal, everything. And it'll put a luster on the bone like nobody's business. It'll bring colors back out. Especially on these older knives that are pocket worn. Yeah, turkey hunting is a major drug. I was cleaning my garage up a while back, and my old decoys, I just had some inexpensive ones, and they've always worked for me. But they're the ones that are like collapsible. They're older. They were my dad's. And it's the ones that have like the thing that looks like an umbrella you stick in there and open it up and it puffs them out. The daggum things that dry rotted, and I finally had to toss them. So I think the next ones I'll get will probably be the are they 3D? I can't remember, but they look real. Super lightweight. Make sure we get all of our pin heads. Package from Dad because the drawing I made you was in there as well. Emma, I have not yet. I didn't know there was something coming from your dad. He never sent me. Usually we send like receipts for shipping and stuff, but I will keep my. Wait a second. Did I get something from your dad? I'll check with him and see if he sent something, because now I'm like second guessing myself. No, I didn't. I didn't, because you were doing that 18 pattern for me, I think. So I'll get with him and see if he sent something, or you ask him, see if he sent it yet. But I haven't gotten anything from him yet, sweetheart. Turn that down. Let's wipe her off. And I will show y'all what I'm talking about with this Mother's. How glossy it makes everything. Look at that. That bone looks like glass. Look at that. And that's not any kind of like, I've seen where guys will almost do like a varnish on them, on that bone to make it real shiny. That's just a little bit of elbow grease and a good Dremel. So, oh yeah, Tyler, it's super clean. I told Bubba that had this been a carbon steel with this pretty bone, I'd probably be fighting him for it or trying to trade him out or something, because it's with the bone, just the bone's a seller for me. But I don't know. I'm not a steel snob by any means, but I do prefer, especially in my older stuff, I do prefer the carbon steel. But Case's stainless from back in the day was really nice too. So, all right, let's see here. But yeah, she's pretty. This is a pretty bone, and there's the back spring. It's all nice and clean. No, there's a little bit of gapping in it, but I mean it's 26 years old. So, and it's been used. This is a very pocket worn, not pocket worn, but you can see, you could see the wear in it before I got started. But she'll be a fingerprint magnet now. Awesome camo slip with turkey tracks on it from Randy. Oh, Tyler, I'm just seeing that message you sent about the slip with the turkey tracks. Yeah, Randy does good work. I've got a few of his slips. I've got a coffin slip, and then I forget what the other one is what I've got. I think it's got acorns on it. I'll have to go back and look. I've actually got it kind of put up. Go Irish. Anyways, let's see here. All right, all got to say howdy to Weldon Carey. Byron, see you, brother. All right. And this doesn't take a lot of pressure. You just let the polishing pad do the work. You should put it a slip. I should put it. Got a case Sodbuster Jr. from Santa, 3137. I should put it a slip. Yeah, you should put it in a slip, Greg. I think you got a typo there, Chief. Is it a bone handle or is it synthetic? What color is it? Yes. Yellow handles. Oh, yeah. Classic. Yellow synthetic. I've got a 2012 or 2013. All of my yellow synthetic knives are all the same. Was it 2010 to 2020 or 2019? That thing stamps what all my yellow synthetic is. Well, no, I take that back. I just got a mini copper lock that's a 2022, I think, in my yellow Delrin collection. But for the most part, most of it is that 20 teens thing stamps. There's the pile. So look at that bone. That pretty bone. God dang. That mother's just makes it pop. Bolsters are shiny. Lord have mercy. I surprise myself sometimes. Almost makes me want to mirror polish the blades, but they didn't come that way, so I don't know. And they still got a good. If the etching wasn't on that main blade, we'd already be in the sandpaper. But since the etching's on that main blade, I don't want to mess it up, so or take anything away from it. What is that? Huh. We'll have to backtrack on this one bolster. There's a scratch in it I didn't see before. Either I did it or I don't know if the Dremel bumped it. But that ain't cool. Got a small burr on the handle, but otherwise perfect. Oh, okay. If it's in the plastic, that plastic smooths out pretty easy, so you should be in good shape. All right. Let's go back to our hard wheel. Actually, you know what? I need to hit this first. There, scratch is gone. Now we can go into this. Go into the hard wheel. Back into the mothers. Then I think we should be able to go into some hand polishing or hand sand or sharpening, hand sharpening, whatever you want to call it. All right. There's something on that towel. All right, I think that's got her. Ooh. Move my mat. Let's get our polish and stuff cleaned up. All right, let's see here. I may have to do this on my field guide. Actually, I know better. Those stones don't sharpen that stainless worth of poop. Break out old trusty. This is the first sharpening system other than regular stones I ever bought. I've had this thing for a long time, 20 years maybe. Longer than the kids. I had it before my son was born. He's 18, so. Let's see here. So this is a Smith's Easy Sharp. Yeah, Smith's Easy Sharp. Like I said, I've had it for, Lord, I don't know. At least 20 years, I know. And it has sharpened a lot of knives. It's even cut in bevels on knives that I've reshaped. Did that on a, I think the last time I used this knife was on that Kershaw Blue Mountain that I actually gave away. Was that my 500 subscriber giveaway, I think? Well, Mario ended up with that one. MIPD 1980 EDC. I will say the only tricky part about this one is depending on the grind of the blade, you have to set these jaws differently. See, that one's maxed out. So you just clamp it in there. It's just like the rest of them. Then you've got your stones on these little guide rods, and you just work it back and forth. Stressed out Santa. Huh. And really all I'm going to do with these is get my initial bevel and burr, and then I'll move into that finer stone on that tri-hone, and then I'll strop it, and we'll be in good shape after that. And then we'll have a razor blade. No doubt. God dang. 2,000 L's? I would have thought it would have took a lot more than 2,000 L's to run that operation up there. That's funny. It's Russell Crowe. I've even clamped this in the vise like that, been able to get more, like on bigger knives. I've done my kitchen knives with this thing. It's about a 5% addiction rate. They not all back. That's pretty funny. Getting there. I keep checking it on my thumbnail. If it bites on my thumbnail, then I know I'm ready to move on to the next step. So. Greg, I got this at Lowe's literally probably like 20 years ago. I've had this, like I was saying, I had it before my son, and my son's 18, so it's at least 18 years old. And I think they still have them. I think they still carry a version of this, so, but I got it at Lowe's. Four diamond stones are about wore out. I'm about ready to buy me some DMT plates for sharpening, at least stainless, because there we go. That tri-hone that I usually use is great on carbon and CV, but stainless, you gotta have diamond for stainless. At least I do. But, you know, I'm not an expert, but I did watch a YouTube video at some point. So, all right, that's good. I tell you what, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just hone it off of this. Did I even bring those out here? I don't think I did. All right, I've got this one. This is one of my first. This is the first one I ever made. Just a piece of leather with. I just put compound on it, and just use this green compound. You don't need much. Got all this stuff. I need to make one. Make a good bench strop. I've got a big piece of leather cut for it. I've got a case pocket knife that was my great grandpa's. The tip is broken, but it's still sharp as a razor. Neil, yeah, them old ones, man. They get blistering sharp. Let's set this on. This is something I'm just now, within the last year, really focused on, is stropping and not necessarily sharpening my knife every time it's dull. Usually you can get away with just like using like a hone, like hone it and then do a strop. That's all you need. You don't always need to go to a sharpening stone or anything like that. So that's just something I've kind of been concentrating on. Oh yeah, she's sticky. I don't know if I've got any paper out here. Also, I'm sure Bubba from Bubba's EDC, this is whose knife it is, will probably want to sharpen it a little bit himself. So I'm not going to go super crazy on it. Like I said, I may, sometimes at night, I'll sit either on the couch or sit in bed and, excuse me. So I don't need to use that Smith's because I had ran the edge over that belt sander and got a burr. So I'll just do the tri-hone. You should be fine. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. See you, Emma. Have a good night. Stupid sharp. Oh. Ooh. 100 minutes. A pretty good live today. I think old Cornbread's doing a live tonight. I think he's gonna do a little fireside. All right. Let's get her wiped off. There she is. Good and sharpened up, shiny, clean. I'm going to do a little oil on the pivots. She'll be ready to send on to Brian. Matter of fact, let's go on and knock that little bit of oil out real quick. Need to find me an old 3-in-1 can, the metal ones, and listen to that. Appreciate you, Greg. Not only do we bring it back to life, but we got her looking good. Got some new clothes. Got her hair done. Oh, you're good, Bubba. We're just wrapping up your trapper here, brother. Get some oil down in these pivots. Yeah, Charlie, she ain't too bad. I'm sorry, but Case's new bone don't look like this. They ain't done that pretty bone like this in not a long time. I mean, this is the 90s, but I don't think they do the pretty bone anymore. Woo! Snappy. There's that spade blade that we redid. Bam. Let's see here. Yes, sir. She's good to go. I think she's got a good edge on her. I may hit her a little bit on that work sharp and my strops inside the house that are my good ones. But other than that, let's see here. Let's put her back up here. We'll get her posed out like we'd be taking an Instagram picture. There it is. 1998 Case Pretty Bone Trapper. You don't like that? I don't think you're American. 6254. Bam. Shoot, fellas and fellerettes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. About all I had planned for this evening. Let's there's that leather. It's still kind of changing. We're gonna I'm gonna let that vinegaroon stew for a couple more days, and we're gonna try it again. So I'm not quite happy with the color on that yet, but it'll get there. Let me put everything up. I think this weekend I'm gonna get back on Terry's knife, hopefully get it finished. And then I've got trying to think of what the order is. So Terry's knife get finished. Cornbread for hunting for hookers. I got his Swiss Army knife I need to get done real quick. And then I've got a mini trapper project that is for not Travis the Case Guy anymore. It is Knife Shift is the name of his channel now. Travis the Case Guy has changed his knife page channel. So I think he did a video on that. Yeah, I'm talking about knives. So yeah, full-blown custom on that mini trapper for Travis. And then I've got chucks that we'll throw in there at some point from Briar Patch Blades. It won't take long to get it fixed and finished. I got some more Saudis to do. They came in. I got a set. Is it 2 Saudis or a Saudi and a trapper? Yeah, 2 Saudis. A full size that's already been took apart, and then a junior. And they're going to be matched. It's going to be a matching set. Todd, not a new channel. He's just renamed his from Travis the Case Guy to Knife Shift, like night shift, but knife. Just doing a little revamping, just so he's not, I guess, like cornering himself into just case knives. Can I sharpen a cheap fixed knives to the point that they are razor sharp, or they'll dull out quickly? No names. It just depends. It depends on what the steel is, what kind of hardening process it's gone through. But you can sharpen a butter knife into a sharp edge where it'll cut. It just won't retain it. So there's a lot of variables in that go into sharp. But you can sharpen a cheap knife. It may not hold the edge, or it may, the edge may roll, or something like that. But you can sharpen one for sure. Just depends on a lot of things. Just plain stainless. Yeah, I mean, you can sharpen it. Like I said, it depends on the hardening process and all that. If it retains it or not. Oh, guys, yeah, I think that's it. I had a pretty decent live tonight. Probably I might do a midday tomorrow, because I'm off. So I'm just looking at the comments down here. Charlie Cook, we'll see you. So yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, I got memberships now out on the page. Go check that out. If you can't figure it out, there's lots of videos on how to subscribe from your phone and all that. It's $5 a month. We're going to do a members only giveaway every month. It's going to be a knife. It's going to be leather work, projects, custom. Sky's the limit. So appreciate you guys. And until next time, we'll see you later. Peace.